When exactly did you get the idea for the XFL?
About 5 years ago. I wanted to affect it and could not then. Timing wasn't right, but the timing's right now.
Talk about you guys are going to partner up with NBC. I know some people have thought about, thinking this might be kind of a fake league. How much legitimacy does NBC bring to the league now, them partnering up?
Well, again, the legitimacy issue is only an issue as far as media is concerned. It's not an issue at all as far as fans are concerned. I mean, football is football, no matter who's presenting it. We've done other sports. We've done boxing and a few other things. So, I mean, NBC, this network of the Olympics, certainly brings a great deal of credibility, to the XFL. But I don't think it would have mattered one way or the other as far as fans are concerned.
Can you talk about some of the fun things? You talked about some of the camera angles. Some of the rules are going to be different. Can you just mention some of those?
Well, again, I don't know that we're going to be, as far as rules, I don't think we're going to be all that different from the old NFL. We're different from the new NFL. We're different from the new corporate NFL. Again, I think owners now pay so much money, for their quarterbacks and their franchises. They have to protect them, so they draft rules and regulations that do protect the quarterback, the old one-arm rule kind of stuff, and you put one hand on the quarterback, the whistle blows. That's not going to happen in the XFL. This kind of football is going to be real smash-mouth, good contact football the way it used to be played in the old NFL, and we're going to cover it from a fan-friendly standpoint. From the sidelines, from the locker rooms, and and coverage in the game like you've never seen it before.
Now, when you mentioned the cheerleaders, I think everybody's ears kind of perked up a little bit.
I would hope so.
Any chance of some of the cameras following them in the locker room as well to get closer to them?
Well, again, I think that, our cameras are certainly going to be closer to the cheerleaders. We're going to get to know them. I mean, it's going to be different than the perfunctory cheerleader shot, that you see in the NFL. You're going to get to know some of these gals, and they're going to be cheering their little lungs out, and get to know some of them are real bright in terms of football. Some of them wind up being analysts. Who knows? I mean, it depends on how much you know about football. In all likelihood, one or more of them are likely to have a relationship, a friendly one with a player. We'll talk about that. So, again, I think we're covering the human emotion aspect. When we mentioned cheerleaders, that's what we're covering.
Can you talk about the turnaround of the company? Because I know 4 years ago you were losing the ratings. Now you're the number one wrestling company, a huge sports entertainment entity. Just talk about how big that turnaround has been within the last 4 years.
Well, it's been a pretty big turnaround for us, no question about that. But again, it's like I'm third generation in this, and my son and my daughter and daughter-in-law now are fourth generation. So, you will see bumps and all that along the way. As we've always had in this business. Any business does. But right now, we've been able to amass a number of broadcast partners, NBC for the XFL, as well as Viacom CBS for WWF and XFL. So with those two powerhouse conglomerates combined with the mentality of the World Wrestling Federation, we're enjoying it quite a bit of success.
Two last questions. How big is the deal with Viacom? I know you guys just finalized that. That's got to be absolutely huge for not just the XFL, but for all of the WWF.
Yeah, it really is. And the nice part about the Viacom CBS deal is that the people we're doing business with are really, really great people. They're not elitist in any way. They're real down to earth. And they understand a good deal and understand the power of the World Wrestling Federation and want to be associated with the WWF and its fans. So it's nice to be welcomed somewhere. And those are the two important aspects of Viacom, being welcomed and the fact that they're pretty nice people.
Now, with you not being on TV, how's the genetic jackhammer doing at home?
Doing the best I can.
Thanks.